There's a story in the New Testament where somebody in the crowd reaches out to touch the hem of Jesus's cloak, and stuff happens after he does this, but that's not so much what I want to focus on right now. I want to focus on, metaphorically speaking, this reaching out to touch the hem of the cloak of Jesus. How this, for me, this story from the New Testament for me provides some insight into why we have online simpage. That is to say, why we have under a video or a picture or something in social media featuring a beautiful woman, you have so many endless rows of simps saying things like fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, damn girl, you're hot, will you be my girlfriend, and just variations on that over and over and over again. Why do guys do this? Do they honestly think that it's going to quote unquote work? No. I mean, they can't be that deluded in thinking that this woman is who's got all these followers already, that she's going to read their silly little comment, their silly little humiliating comment, humiliating in that they've humiliated themselves in doing it, and I don't speak in judgment of them, because as you all know, a few days ago I reported on how I almost simped for under a Brittany Pettibone video. So we all have our weaknesses. I don't so much, when it's just some beautiful blonde with great legs, walking down a golf course, smiling seductively as she walks towards the camera, which is what I saw today. I mean, it was I'm not going to say it didn't appeal on a below the belt sort of way, but I don't feel like I need to try to get this girl's attention. I honestly don't. Plus, she may not even be legal age. That's another thing, which puts me into the realm of the creep, since I turned 50 not long ago. So I can't even say that. I shouldn't even have said that. That's another thing. But anyway, let's just say she's a little older. Still, I don't really see, the temptation's not there. Just a pretty girl with a beautiful body, nice chest, nice legs. All that is, it's fine. Fine, good, and dandy, but it doesn't really induce me to simp. I'm more induced by somebody who's not only nice to look at, but who also seems to be the whole package, as it were. Anyway, why do guys do this? You say, well, it's just guys. They're just guys being guys. They're horny. They're thirsty. Okay, that still doesn't explain why they do what they do in these cases. Why they leave these stupid comments, which aren't even clever comments. It's not even like if you were to say if somebody were to write, "Damn, that's a hell of a golf course," on this video that I saw the other day of this girl walking seductively toward the camera in a short skirt, this look on her face like she's about to jump your bones when she gets to you. This, this, you know, it just doesn't. What can I say about it? You know, what would I have already said? So again, I return when it comes to the question of motivation, and I go, and this motivation goes both for me with what I, you know, flatter myself as a more elevated level of simpery, such as I was tempted to do the other day with Brittany Pettibone, and this more guttural level of simpery, which is just, oh, she's hot, you know. But in both cases, the similarity that I'm drawing is to that verse in the Bible, in the New Testament, where somebody reaches out to touch the cloak of Jesus. The reason why this person does this is because I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, this is a person with an ailment of some kind, and she feels, I think it's a woman who does this, and she feels that if she touches his garment, that she will be healed. And Jesus stops and says, I felt the energy go out of me. Who touched me? But I don't want to, that's, you know, as far as what happens in the story, even though it's interesting, of course. This is not a Sunday sermon. I'm not gonna dwell on that. It's more the impulse behind it. You are metaphorically, you're sick, like this woman was in the New Testament. Sick in the sense of being needy, lonely, desirous of affirmation, desirous of companionship. You know, you want some kind of connection. And so these comments that are left are just desperate efforts to metaphorically touch the hem of the cloak of this person, this girl who's parading herself before you. You know, who's there to that's her whole shtick, is to get your attention and thus get clicks, and thus you know, further promote herself. You know, I don't think when guys see a girl doing these kinds of things, I don't think they think to themselves, you know, oh, this is just a totally, you know, quite mercenary behavior on this woman's part. She doesn't know me from Adam. Of course, they know that you know, that she's not anybody who's going to ever be in their lives. But I think there's maybe something. I'm trying to understand it. You know, I'm connecting it with my own close call the other day with simpery, with BP. And I think it's like this whole idea that maybe she'll read your comment and feel flattered and think that you're sweet, and maybe she'll even say, you know, write something back, put a heart, maybe put a heart emoji back to you, and then you'll have actually made this connection, and your ailment will be healed. Except it won't, because you are not actually touching the hem of her very short garment, in this case, her very high hemline. You're not touching it. You're not anywhere near her, and she's not anywhere near you. And your comments, you know, while they're posting, they aren't reaching her. She's likely not reading them, and most of them are so pedestrian and boring And again, not even clever, that, you know, frankly, they're not even worth reading. But somehow I just think that's the reason why these kinds of comments are left, because otherwise why bother, you know? I don't think there are that many delusional guys out there who actually think I'm going to leave a comment under this beautiful lady in a bikini, under her picture, and that'll be the start of some kind of relationship between me and her. I mean, I give people enough credit to that they will readily admit that, but they must still feel like they're getting something out of doing this. Otherwise, why do it? You know? And I know people think, oh, you're just reading too deeply into it. Well, I'm just trying to say, you know, we do things for some reason. It may not be a you know, an incredibly deep or intriguing reason, but when there's a choice between doing something and not doing something, and you choose to do it, there's a reason why you choose to do it. And this is the reason, I think. And I don't know, I think it's kind of sad. It's sad. I've left the comment under a few pictures like this. I've left the comment, "Simps make me sad." And of course that's kind of, you know, meant to be tongue-in-cheek or facetious, but it's also just meant to be true. I think there is something sad to it, that it shows a lack of self-respect, and so that's why I think it happens. Self-respect is not as important as somehow reaching out to try to touch the hem of the garment in an effort to heal that loneliness inside of you. Just a few thoughts. My name's Andy Nowicki. Check out my work at altrightnovelist.com. And just one final thing, I'm going to be on Terror House Radio tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be talking about my book, Heart Killer, which is getting re-released by Terror House Publishing. So it'll be the second edition of Heart Killer, and tune in to hear it live. Should be fun. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon.